Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Sustainability Practices Across Industries. In this edition, we are going to talk about the cable industry. On behalf of Section B Group 9, we'd like to be thankful to Professor Anshuman Tripathi, who has given us the opportunity of working on such a project and his incessant support and guidance leading to its successful completion. The wire and cable industry has moved from being a small industry to a very large industry over the last decade. Although it is a volume-driven product, it has a lot of quality and technical particulars. Over a period of time, the industry has moved from the unorganized sector to the organized sector. However, around 35% of this industry is still in the unorganized sector. Requirements like brand and quality perception are key in this 5,000 crore industry. The wire and cables industry predominantly provides challenging opportunities in the field of manufacturing, supply chain, procurement, marketing, and HR. This industry is currently undergoing a major change and portends huge opportunity for upcoming professionals and will give them a hands-on experience on subjects like techno-marketing, brand building, Six Sigma, and just-in-time manufacturing, etc. The industry comprises 40% of the entire industry, which is expected to double in size over the next 5 years. It is growing at a CAGR of 15%, as a result of which the power and infrastructure segments are also growing largely. It is expected to grow at a similar rate for the next 5 years. The government's emphasis on the power sector reforms and infrastructure will drive further growth.
General Cable is committed to operating its business and facilities in a way that reduces their impact on the environment. Recycling and conservation plans are in place to reduce, reuse, and recycle the materials we use to manufacture and deliver our wire and cable products of the like globally recycled copper, globally recycled aluminium, and globally recycled other items. ISO 14001 is an internationally accepted standard for an effective environmental management system, and 21 out of 52 plants of General Cable have this certification. Moving from land to waterways has led to decrease in fuel consumption and reduction in carbon footprint. Sustainability Thinking Workshop is a workshop that is conducted in the company to educate its employees regarding sustainability that has helped in coming up with an idea of recycling of cable reels and cardboard found within the company's Keva plant, which has helped in creating furniture and decor. Nexans Environmental Management System is in line with ISO 14001 and is based on the assessment of industrial risks, a continuous improvement program, and employee training courses on environmental best practices. Environmental audits are conducted by Nexans Health, Safety and Environment Department on each site at least once every 3 years. Adapted to Nexans operations, the EHP level, that is, Environment Hotman Protege or Highly Protected Environment, is awarded to sites that meet the group's excellence environmental criteria. Obtaining label implies to recycle at least half of the cooling water, to control the quality of all effluents, not to store hazardous fluids without appropriate protection, to no longer possess PCBs on site, to adopt a waste sorting policy, to have an environmental crisis management plan. Life cycle assessment is used to determine the environmental impact of a product and then can be redesigned to have a minimum impact on the environment over the entire life cycle. Energy efficiency in plants, reducing material consumption, logistics optimization, and internal recycling are also major segments where Nexans is putting considerable efforts in sustainability.
Global cable industry. Global cable industry is worth around $67 billion. Few of the major players in global cable industry are Brisbane Group, Sumitomo Electric, Deccan's, Polycab Wires, Southwire, and General Cable. Brisbane Group is the largest player in the global market, based out of Italy, with a revenue of around $9 billion and around 20,000 employees working for it. Around 91% of production sites of Brisbane Group are ISO 14001 certified, which is the global standard for sustainability. Apart from that, 63% of production sites are SAS 18001 certified, which stands for Occupation Health and Safety Management System. Brisbane Group has also worked for ozone depletion substances and has reduced its ozone depletion substances by 7.8%. Brisbane Group has also invested €210 million in integrated sustainability practices. In front of sustainable innovation, Brisbane Group has got 4,785 patents. Also, Brisbane Group is working towards its supply chain and purchases 78% of its raw material locally. G4 Sustainability Reporting Guidelines, as were defined by GRI in 2013, were adopted by the group for the first time in 2014. Brisbane Group also has a professional academy which is there for deciding the importance of various sustainability considerations. Fiber division has also reduced number of air journeys between North America and Europe in a view to reduce carbon footprint of the group. PBXS technology fiber has been introduced by the firm, which has a low environmental impact. Apart from that, P-laser technology has also been introduced by the company, which uses various raw materials that are recycled so that companies drive towards its sustainability agenda. Group also participated in CDP in 2015, which seeks to contribute its objectives towards Kyoto Protocol and in line with reduction in emission of greenhouse gases.
So after seeing the international companies, we will have a look at our local homegrown companies, in which we have Pinolex, Polycab, and Havells as the major players. There are also a lot of localized players like V-Guard, which is based out of Orissa, and KEI Industries, Shilpi Cable, also are there, which are doing good practices in terms of sustainability and CSR. Um, Okay, so now we will have a detailed look at what are sustainability practices these companies are following. Like I said, Polycab is one of the leaders in terms of sustainability in India. So it is working towards solar and wind power generation, and also it is developing an environment which is environment friendly for uh, the nature, and which does not harm it in any way. Similarly, other companies like Sterlite, KEI are also working towards sustainability. KEI has worked towards the ISKCON Food Relief Foundation, and again we have Havells, which has done a lot of things in terms of sustainability in order to sustain their growth in the market. They have undertaken rainwater harvesting facilities. They have taken energy saving initiatives in order to build up better and efficient systems. They have also worked towards development of biofuels, which they use extensively in their company. We now take a look at Diamond Power Infrastructure and Gupta Power. These are all local companies, and Gupta Power in terms has undertaken good initiatives in to conserve rhinos, and they also brand their products as rhino wires and cables, which when once you buy them, you contribute towards sustaining the rhino population that is present in Kaziranga and other places. Similarly, we have XIMB cables also, which are more, have taken more localized look at the sustainability vis-a-vis their competitors.
So now we will look upon the sustainability trends in Universal Cables Limited. Reduction in air conditioning load of offices by optimization of space utilization. Replacement of high energy consuming 150 watts lamps by energy efficient 85 watts CFL lamps. Use of nitrogen gas instead of steam for annealing of copper wires on wire drying machines. Re-engineering of utility lines in order to minimize wastage of compressed air and nitrogen. Now we will look upon the sustainability in RPG cables. There are three pillars of education, employability, and environment drive their CSR activities. They annually conduct World Environment Day, AIDS Awareness Day, World No Tobacco Day, and conduct tree planting across manufacturing units. Now we will look upon the sustainability practices in Upper Industries Limited. The company has carried out R&D majorly in development of specialty elastometric XLP foam compounds for electrobeam irradiation, recycling of PTFE scrap, thin wall automotive wires, PVC building wires, pressure tight cables, hybrid rubber cables with integrated fiber optics, tactical fiber optics, and electron beam irradiated solar and windmill cables, heavy and low tow cables for Indian Navy, etc. Now we got Industries Limited. The key focus for the R&D is to develop customer and environment friendly electrical and electronic products. The R&D team also extends its know-how on manufacturing processes and systems to improve efficiencies in the manufacturing ecosystem. Arch Optifiber Limited. The company has undertaken to plant 10,000 trees in Bhiwadi, Rajasthan under the aegis of RICO and Industrial Association of Bhiwadi. Now, the comparison between Indian and global firms. Indian firms, although active in sustainability practices, only gained impetus post Companies Act 2013. More emphasis given to rural India, particularly in developing electrical solutions suited to them. Global brands, being cash rich, however, have focused more on environment and invested heavily in developing greener solutions. Recycling is a focus given more in global firms than in Indian ones. Solutions in India are more localized to the country. However, that is not the case for global firms. G4 sustainability reporting guidelines are a norm in global firms and not so much in the Indian ones.